Yeah. FMAK is the squad. Got our mommy going hard. We love our father, we love God. Can't believe we made it this far. We on YouTube going hard. Can't nobody judge us but God. Can't nobody judge us but God. Can't nobody judge us but God. FMAK is the squad. Got our mommy going hard. Love our father, we love God. Can't believe we made it this far. Can't believe we made it this far. Can't believe we made it this far. FMAK squad. Hey you guys, I hope everyone is doing well. I am not in the best of moods, but I am okay. If you hear a lot of noise in the background, it's because it's really hot, so I have the windows wide open, I have the fan going, I have some cold water here. Like, there's a lot I have going on in the background, so bear with me. I know a lot of you follow me on Instagram, so you've seen what I've been going through for the last day or two. I want to go on ahead and tell you guys what's going on because I don't like leaving you in the dark. But what I do also want to mention first is this video is very TMI. If you're queasy, if you have a weak stomach, if you don't like hearing certain things, I suggest you don't watch this video. I always like to put certain disclosures in everything that I do because I don't want the same thing done for me. With that being said, I was in the hospital yesterday and I was in hospital today. That's why I'm like chilling. I'm trying to take it easy. So y'all already know I'm 4 kids in. Every pregnancy is different. Everything. This is why I don't give out advice, because even 4 kids in, hell, I don't even know much of nothing. So listen, what happened to me, never heard of it, never knew about it, never heard anyone mention it. So I was home. Leslie had left out for work. It was just me and the kids in the house as usual. And I'm like, you know, cleaning up. I'm like in it though, like moving the couches, playing with the baby, bending over. But that's my norm. That's just what I do. So I moved the couch and I went to get up and I got this pain. This pain was sharp. It was like, it was like, when you know how I don't know if you ever had a baby before, but you know how you could have an epidural, you could have whatever, but when that baby crowning and it's time to push, you know that pressure you feel, like ain't no medicine or nothing can null that pain. Like you feel the sensation to push, you feel the pressure to push, you feel that pain. Like I got that pain, so I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm holding my stomach, the kids is in the room, like, oh shit, let me go try to boo-boo. So I'm sitting on the toilet and it's this sharp pain hitting me. Now tears is coming down my eyes because it's hurting. Like the pain is really hurting me. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it is not like I got a boo-boo. Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm pushing and I pee and I feel the urge to push. I'm like, I feel like I need to push something. Something is coming out of me. I feel it. So I take my hand and I put it down there. And I feel like a big ball. Like, the opening to my vagina. And it's like something, it's coming out of it. And I feel the circumference of it. And I feel it pushing down. And it's hurting me. So imagine you not being pregnant. You regular, normal, and you put your hand down there and you feel something coming out of you. What you gonna do? And you in pain, hella pain. What's your first reaction? At this point, I'm dying. At this point, call TLC, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I said, yo, no way I'm having a baby. No way. Because if I am, somebody coming to get it. I said, what is this? It's killing me. Like, it's hurting and it's coming out of me. So I called Leslie and I'm like, baby, I need help. Like, something is coming out of me. He's like, coming out of you? What? I said, something is coming. He's like, you boo-booing? You constipated? I'm like, no, it's coming out my vagina. And he's like, what? So I'm crying and I'm like, yes, I can't take it. The pain was crazy. I'm like, I can't take it. So my sister, she lives around the corner from me. Y'all know I don't bother nobody, especially when it comes to my kids. I don't bother nobody. So Leslie's like, listen, I'm on my way home right now. Call the ambulance. I said, nah, I can't call no damn ambulance. Who gonna stay with these kids? So I'll call my mother. My mother live in the Bronx. I'm in Brooklyn. And I'm like, Mommy, something is coming out of me. And she like, what's coming out of you? I'm like, I don't know. It hurt. She like, what, Jasmine, what is it? Nigga, I don't know what's coming out of me. So my mother's like, Jasmine, call 911 and call your sister to ask her, can she come sit with those kids until Leslie get there? Call 911. So I'm crying. And I call my sister. I'm like, please, can you come just watch the kids for a second? Leslie is on his way home. My sister's like, all right, I'm coming right now. I'm coming right now. So my sister got here at 2.2. I already called 911 and I'm telling them, like, something is, it hurt. And at this point, I'm stuck. Like, I can't close my legs because it feel like I'm squeezing something. And I can't sit down because it feels like if I sit down, I'm sitting on a little ball. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand how I felt. So now I'm on the phone, 911. My sister gave me around the corner. 15 minutes later, ambulance still not here. Okay? So at this point, I'm about to take an Uber. And I'm like, okay, I can't do this. It's hurting so bad. I can't do nothing. Like, I can't sit down. I can't close my legs. It's hurting. So I had on like a little dress, little black dress. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go downstairs and wait for the ambulance. And my sister like, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. Went downstairs, waited 10 minutes for the ambulance. They finally came. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but something's coming out of me. It's coming out of me and it hurts. And they asking me the same questions. Are you pregnant? Are you sure you can't be pregnant? So when we was riding the ambulance, it was a lady, there was a man. Oh yeah. So I took a video of what was going on with me too. Like when I was sitting on the toilet, yes, I made a video. Because I'm not going to post it up here. Of course, at this point, they're going to take my whole YouTube channel down. They see my vagina on here. So, because I didn't know what to do. Like, somebody had to witness this. So as when I put my hand down and I feel this ball or something coming out of me. And I said, what the fuck? So I took the phone and I made a video of it. So I'm telling the lady in the ambulance, like, I can't be pregnant. I got an IUD. And I don't know. She's like, maybe is it something with the IUD? I said, miss, I had this IUD 6 years prior to me having my son. It's the non-hormonal one. It's the Paragard. I doubt if it's the IUD because I had it before already. So I said, I made a video. She said, let me see the video. So I take out my phone because, mind you, we in the ambulance. We in the ambulance still. And she wants me to sit down, but I'm telling her I can't sit down. So now I'm laying on a stretcher because I can't even close my legs. So I show her the video. She's like, wow, I know what that is. I know what that is. She's like, you're having a uterus prolapse. And I was like, what? What's that? She said, did you have a baby recently? I said, yeah, I had my son 9 months ago. She said, yep. That's what's going on with you. She said, I don't care what nobody said. I know what that is. And I was like, I never heard of that before. And she was like, how many kids you got? I was like, I got 4 kids. She was like, yep, that's what's happening to you. Having a uterus prolapse. And I'm looking at her like, the fuck is that? Because I ain't never heard of that, but I know this shit hurt. And something coming out of me. So we get to the hospital. Worst hospital in the world. I don't know if y'all live in the hood. Sidebar, I don't know if y'all live in the hood. But if you live in the hood or ever lived in the hood, you know how the hospitals give it up in the hood, okay? You know how the ambulances is in the hood. You know how the police is in the hood. They ain't coming for you unless you say somebody got a gun. The hospitals is crazy crap. Like, y'all don't even understand how bad. So I get in the hospital and they take me to, you know, when you go by ambulance, you go straight to the back. And they're telling the nurses what's going on. Mind you, the nurse like, all right, put her right there in the corner, let her have a seat. The ambulance lady is like, miss, she can't even sit down. Let her stand in the corner right there. I'm gonna get to her. 20 minutes later, they come and assess me. I'm telling her what's going on with me. And the ambulance driver was like, yeah, it sounds like she's having a uterus prolapse. And I seen the video. That's what's going on with her. So she's like, all right, somebody's gonna see you. Go sit in that room right there. I couldn't sit down. So I was standing up. They gave me a cup to pee in. Do y'all know how long they had me waiting in that room? Do you know how long they sat me in the asthma not a room, not a triage room, not a bed? Do you know how long they sat me in the asthma treatment room? 3.5 hours before anybody said a word to me. So now I got up. The first hour went by, I got up and I asked, hey, I'm in a lot of pain, can someone help me? Oh, they coming. Second hour went by, excuse me, can somebody help me? Oh, they're gonna get to you, we have a lot going on. Third hour went by. I said, you know what, I'm about to really wow out in here. And I got up and I said, now if I get up in here and I act a plumb crazy fool, everybody will pay me attention and somebody will come see me. But due to the fact that I'm acting very respectful, calm and collective, and I'm sitting here patiently waiting in pain, nobody's paying me any attention. But if I start knocking stuff over and yelling, somebody will come see me. Sure as shit, here come the doctor. We'll get to you, we'll get to you. I said, you know what, I'm giving it another 30 minutes for somebody to come see me, and I'ma act a fool. I'ma act like Jasmine from East New York, Brooklyn, like y'all never see, because all corporate America, Jasmine is about to go straight on out the window, and I'ma get so hood in here. 20 minutes later, they call my name. Let me tell you something about life. So I get in there, I get in the office. First off, so many red flags. So many things went wrong on this visit, y'all, like y'all don't even understand. Before they called my name, there was a lady sitting next to me. She's a very, very nice young lady. She was just sitting here. She was sitting there for a while, but I see that, you know, she had her discharge papers in her hand. I'm like, okay, maybe she's waiting for somebody. But she waited there for like 40 whole minutes. So finally some guy came. He's like in a suit and he had a sign on him. I said, oh, he must be like somebody. So she's directly sitting next to me. So as soon as he sat down, he said, Miss, how can I help you? She starts crying. She said, you know what, I just had a miscarriage. She's bawling, crying. And she's like, this doctor, she gives the doctor's name, and she said, him right there. I kid you not. And the nurse was in there with me, and I dare her lie. He came in there knowing I just had a miscarriage. He greeted me and said, yo, what's up? And asked me for a dap, laughing. She said, okay, not in the mood for that, but I let it go. He's laughing and cracking jokes, and I'm having a miscarriage. I'm telling y'all, she's breaking down crying. She said, he goes, okay, let me check your stomach. She says, I go to pull up my dress so he could check my stomach. And you know what he said? He said, no wonder you got pregnant. Look at those pretty panties you got on. And she just breaks down crying. When she said that, I'm like, what was that supposed to mean? And why would you say that? Like, are you mad? Sure as shit, guess who called me? The doctor who called me? Same doctor. We go, first of all, you're a whole man. A young man. This doctor was young. We go inside the GYN exam room, and it doesn't even say doctor. It says physician assistant. I don't know, maybe that means doctor, but I know the doctors had doctor sign on it. His said physician assistant, so I'm guessing he's a doctor's assistant. Bitch, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, okay? Anyway, he comes in and he's like mad, like smiley, like I'm in pain. So he's like, hey, what's going on with you today? Mind you, he walks in this little room, he closes the door. I'm already iffy because I already heard somebody else complain about him. And I'm like, well, I'm telling him what happened, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to examine you. I said, huh? He said, oh, why? Do you rather a female examine you? I said, I'd rather whoever's knowledgeable to examine me. And he was like, all right, so I'm going to be the one doing your exam. I said, isn't there supposed to be like another person in here with you? He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to call another doctor in here with me too. So a female doctor comes in. She told him, she was like, go see if we got a GYN on call. There was no GYN on call. Okay? She was like, we got a lot going on, so I really suggest you go see the GYN doctor. And I was just like, but am I gonna die? Like, there's something coming out of me. What am I supposed to do? Like, she laid me down. She examined me. She said, yeah, your uterus prolapsed. This is the emergency department. If you want, I could push it back up. But if I push it back up, I don't know what damage I could be doing because we don't have the proper equipment to fully assess you. So if you want to get out the pain, I could take it. When I tell y'all my uterus was hanging out of me, like TMI, you ready? Like if you put your hand on my vagina and you felt uterus, okay? There was uterus hanging out of my vagina. So she was like, I can push it up, but I don't know the damage I may cause. So what do you want to do? You want to go to your GYN doctor tomorrow, or you want me to just push it up now? I said, no, thank you. I'm gonna go to my GYN tomorrow. So she came, she was speaking to me, and she was really nice. She gave me a hug, and she sat there and she was talking to me for a while. And she was a really nice woman. She was telling me about her life, and she told me that this actually happened to her before, reassuring me that I'm gonna be okay. Because remind you, 4 kids in, I never even heard of this. So today, this morning, I woke up stupid dumb early because I was in so much pain. I slept with my legs apart, woke up hella early, and I went for a walk, and I didn't even call to the GYN doctor. I got there and I peed in a cup, did the regular. Then they called me in really quickly and they did the initial pap smear exam, and it was like, okay, basically your pelvic muscle weakens. Like, you know when you have babies and you constantly push and push. Now this doesn't happen to everybody, but you're pushing, so your pelvic muscles weaken and weaken and weaken. What I did differently when I had Carter, I kid you not, as soon as I got out the car from the hospital, I couldn't even walk hardly. You know what I did? I went straight to the supermarket. I had no choice. I had to go to the supermarket. I had to cook. I had to clean. Had to get the kids ready for school the next day. Like, I really had to do what I had to do. Non-stop. Moving. I didn't sit down. I didn't rest. And that was since I had Carter. That was 9 months ago. I haven't sat down and had a rest since 9 months ago. Okay? So I guess, and another part was the weight. I'd never been this big in my life. So all that pressure on my muscles. So now we're adding just pushing out a baby. Me being so active. Me not letting my body rest. Me gaining all this weight. All that pressure is getting pushed on those muscles. They weaken. And my uterus dropped. Because now there's nothing holding it up. So it dropped out. So she was just like, worst case worst, we have to do a hysterectomy. Y'all know how that made me feel. Granted, I have 4 kids. That's why I don't have my tubes tied. I don't want nobody to take the choice away from me to have kids. I always say I don't want no more kids. Hell no, never, ain't gonna happen. But I still want to have that choice. It's hard to explain, it's hard to understand, but I didn't get my tubes tied because I don't want nobody to take it away from me. Like, that's my right as a woman to have a child or not. Who are you to take that away from me? Even though they clearly doing it in other ways, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That's just how I felt. It's hard to understand, but listen. So I was just sad, like really sad. I was like, is that the only option? She was like, you know what, let's go give you a sonogram. Let's see how things are internal through the sonogram, and let's see, because we have other options. We can give you a garment, we can push it back in, but we just want to make sure if we take another route, it won't be more damaging. Let's leave our options open. So I went, I sat, I waited, I was sad. So she gave me the sonogram. You ever been getting a sonogram and the person was just quiet? It messes with your brain. Like, they're just quiet, not saying nothing, clicking buttons. Can you speak to me when you're, it makes my anxiety act up. So she did the sonogram. When she was done, she was like, okay, your uterus did drop, but you don't have to get a hysterectomy. You can definitely explore other options. Let me go converse with the doctor. We're gonna call you back in. So they pulled me back in, and the doctor said, listen, hysterectomy, that's really drastic. That's surgery. Like, we don't want to take that route. Plus, you're young. If you was older in age, yeah. So she was like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take your uterus, and we're gonna use an instrument, and we're gonna push your uterus back up. You have to go home and relax. You have to do Kegels, and they took me inside another room to give me pelvic muscle training, and you have to do these things so your muscles and your pelvics can tighten, or less it's gonna drop again. And if it drops again, we might as well just give you a hysterectomy, because there's no need to keep trying to push it back up. IUD was still in place. It was still good. It's just that that uterus dropped. My uterus dropped really low. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. If you did, please leave in the comment section below. Or if you like to be a little more on the private side, y'all know my DMs is always open. I'm always willing to communicate and talk to any and all of you. I want you guys to be like aware of things that can happen. I know we're mommy. Shade but no shade. Daddies can't do it like we do, even if they tried. But we have to take care of ourselves. Coming from me, who always, y'all know I'm always putting me on the back burner. That was, there he go, that was God again, giving me that little wake-up call. Jasmine, it's either you gonna put yourself first for a little bit and get you together, or I'm gonna make you get yourself together. So focus up. I'm at my focus up point. I'm focusing up. Don't worry, I get it. I got it. I promise. Ladies, you're awesome. You're amazing. You are I promise you, you're being the best mother you could ever be. But you gotta get you right, because if you're not right, the babies ain't gonna be right. And I thank you as always for continue supporting me and my family. Thank you for all the prayers. Oh my God, my DMs was flooded. You're so amazing. I cannot thank you enough. Ladies, please don't forget, do something for yourself. Take care of you, please.